Travis Wingutso. This morning's theme song is I Kissed a Girl, and I liked it. I didn't kiss Katy Perry, but I have heard her roar. Alrighty. Nobody likes my humor. I found out this morning, 2 days late, that Zoe, I'd forgotten to watch her this week. Just knowing that I missed her show for 2 days was upsetting enough as it is. But having watched it now, I would have been even more upset if I had known what I had missed. It's a guy thing, girls. So yes, if you've been watching my videos, I've revealed that I'm partial to little red-headed girls. And there's another little red-headed girl who's actually in my life, not on TV, is some fantasy girl, who I helped out last month, and it was helping her with her digitalized DVDs, and I made an exclusive video just for her. And the problem is that I cannot communicate with her because there's a jealous brother interfering. He's already upset that I had stolen his love, and now she's gone for both our lives. But yeah, I recognized how overprotective he is about his sister when she comes over to visit and do stuff for him, and so with the device, she dropped it off with her brother. Brother then gives it to me. I then do the work and give it back to the brother, and then the brother gives it back to his sister. And so I did an exclusive video, put it in an exclusive file, and one thing I've learned in life is that when you give, you can't expect anything in return. Because if you expect gratitude, if you expect praise, thank yous, etc., you become the bad guy. The gift no longer has the value that it was originally intended. And so didn't expect her to respond, especially since, the brother is drawing interference. And I didn't realize that she was actually watching the drive, the digitized information on the drive that I did for her. And because when I was given the project originally, a couple of years back, she had never watched them for like decades. And so I didn't expect her to ever see it, let alone see the exclusive video that I made for her. And then yesterday, the brother tells me that he had talked with his sister, and that his sister had thanked me through him for the work that I had done helping her with the project. No mention of the exclusive video. And so I asked the brother, or I summarized with the brother. So I finished the project for her a month ago, and she obtained it a month ago, and now, not saying thank you then, she's now calling to specifically say thank you now. And he smiles and says yeah. And so he's clueless as to what's going on, unless he's not telling me what she fully said, that he's keeping it back. But I doubt it, because I think she knows also that her brother is being protective of her. And so yeah, I do believe she finally looked at it and found it, watched it. So that was kind of cool. But again, another scenario where missing information, like I missed Zoe for 2 days, missed this particular episode, and the little red-headed girl that I did work for took a month before she finally found the exclusive video that I made for her. If you're unfamiliar with my videos, I've been dropping a whole ton of exclusive bombshells that Mormons don't know, ex-Mormons don't know, and so likewise, I know they're long. I know that people don't like my sense of humor, but by doing actual research rather than just reading other people's work and claiming that you now know the truth. Mormons do it with the church-approved materials, and ex-Mormons do it with people who publish stuff. You know, even the CES letter, did you know that's now secondhand? He got most of that stuff from the Tanners. Jeremy. I did that video commenting about it. You know, he presented it to the CES director as if, oh yeah, I did my own research and this is what I found. I have questions. Can you answer them? Come on. No. You were writing them down from reading Gerald and Sandra Tanner's work. I know what you're up to. Don't be all surprised that the church excommunicated you. And so I do present unique information, but you have to actually listen through the whole videos, and that becomes tough for people who don't know me. I'm not popular, and you know, I haven't earned your trust, obviously. Mormons hate me. They want to kill me, and you can see their hatred with the thumbs down. They think that they're all clever. Ha ha ha, we're showing him, we're triggering him. No, you're falling right into my trap, guys. But you haven't been listening to this far into the video, and you know. So let's talk about the sign of the Son of Man. Let's see, I have to do 2 Peter 3:10 through 11 first. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be? Eat, drink, and be merry, for we're all going to die. No, all holy conversation and godliness. So the day of the Lord, they're sort of talking about the end of the earth rather than the time when the coming of Christ is, with the sign of the Son of Man. So they sort of messed this book up. As you can see, a lot of italicized wording in here. If you are unfamiliar with why there's italicized wording in the scriptures, I won't go into it in this video. So the next one is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, 2 through 6. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Seeing a pattern here? Zoe came as a thief in the night. It took me 2 days to realize she had come. And it took a month for the little red-headed girl to realize the exclusive video I made for her. And so here we're talking about the sign of the Son of Man, the events of the latter days. For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, and travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Now notice, woman with child, day of the Lord. What is the sign of the Son of Man? A woman giving birth. Thus conceived, gives birth. See how they're doing this? See how they're wording this? But ye, brethren, are not in darkness. Pay attention. He's pulling another little stunt here. Wordplay. Night, darkness. Where have we heard that before? Creation story. Won't go into it in great detail, but it has to do with the last days. The child to be born, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Not a supernatural being who's immaculately conceived in his space. That's the sign. But also, thief in the night. Nighttime is darkness. You can't see them enter. Your lamps are out. You shouldn't have your lamps out. You never know who might be sneaking in. But you don't want the place to catch on fire either. And so nighttime is dark. You don't see the thief. But now he's twisting it into spiritual darkness. Those who are not able to see the truth, who are not able to see the signs of the latter days even. That day, now we're talking about the light of day, should overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light. See what he's doing here? Woman with child, sign of the Son of Man, that day, thief in the night, don't be in darkness, be in daylight, you are children of the light. See what he's doing here? Not yet? I'll show you, if I hadn't already shown you. Maybe I'll show you. Yeah, I already, well, we'll see. Maybe I showed you, maybe I'll show you after. And the children of the day. Well, that's weird. Children of the day? The children of the light? Isn't there a song about the Children of the Night from the 80s. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. This is all wordplay. He knows the sign of the Son of Man. And he's talking to his audience with that understanding. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others. He's not referring to sleeping at night or sleeping during the day. He's referring to being woke, the new word that's been going around. And I think it's sort of dying out because people are a little upset now that people are all of a sudden being woke. It's a little too late to be woke now. But let us watch and be sober. Watch for that day, which comes as a thief in the night. Not which is a thief in the night. No, as a thief in the night. Big difference. And so you're children of light, children of the day. Don't sleep. Be watchful. And then section 106 of the Doctrine and Covenants, verse 4. And again, verily I say unto you, the coming of the Lord draweth nigh, and it overtaketh the world as a thief in the night. Therefore gird up your loins, that ye may be children of the light. Where did we hear that? And that day shall not overtake you as a thief. And again, verily I say unto you, there was joy in heaven when my servant Warren bowed to my scepter. Joseph had a scepter? Did it have a serpent on it? If you don't understand Mormonism, that we are supposed to be after the learning of the Jews who do not believe in Jesus Christ of the Gospels. He sort of failed. Okay. That program is over. So, yes, he's referring to himself as the Messiah, the Christ. And I know Mormons don't understand it, and anybody who says they're the Christ or the Messiah, they mock and laugh and pick on them and try to murder them. They want to be the bad guys in history, but that's who Joseph was, and he was assassinated. And so, yes, Joseph Smith's kingdom needs to be restored too. And so, yeah, let's go over the sign. So I have to bring it up on Windows, picture thing. It stays black for an hour. Oh, there it is. Almost missed it because it came as a thief in the night during the day. During the light. That's the whole fun part of this. Don't need it to be that big. I'm dreaming. I've got less than 10 minutes to go change my laundry. Alrighty. So notice it's kind of a bluish gray rather than a black and gray picture. That's because this is during the daytime. The sun is up, and I didn't click on the bottom thing to make the day into night. My Urim and Thummim have that ability. Notice the planets are missing. We can't see them at night. We can't even see the constellations, which I selected to be shown. But this is the date, 23rd September 2017. This was the sign of the Son of Man, according as it is written. Revelation chapter 12. And so people could possibly see Venus, Mercury, and Mars in Leo in the morning sky, as the sun still has yet to rise. But they don't have too much time to be seen, because the sun in twilight brightens up the sky pretty good, pretty fast. And then the moon, you can sort of see. It's a little bit tough because it's in close proximity with the sun. We had the Jewish New Year at the new moon, and so it's now trying to wax, and it is at the top of the scales of Libra. John says it's at the foot of Virgo, but it's also at the top of the scales of Libra. That's the scales of judgment. And you can't see God sitting upon his throne. Ophiuchus was known by the ancients as the throne of God. And so you have Ophiuchus, who is a god, who is battling the serpents, with the crown of stars on his head, its head. And then, if you're wondering, well, what are you talking about that for, Travis? Well, you didn't go to Revelations 12, did you? There's a lot of stuff in the scriptures. The church does not go over this. They purposely leave out Revelation signs in the heavens when talking about the last days and the signs of the heavens. And so this came as a thief in the night to all of us Mormons, because the church doesn't want to talk about it. And so when I'm reading it as a kid, I'm thinking in terms of, oh, there's a woman and she gives birth to a child, and there's a lion and serpents and dragons, and yeah, because church isn't telling me the correct information. And so you don't see Saturn, which is God to Jupiter, who is the baby being born in Virgo at the star Spica, which is referred to as the Star of Bethlehem. So, and it came as a thief in the night, because nobody knew of it except for a few people that seemed to have caught on to it at the same time as I was trying to see if there were anybody else who knew of it. And I found out that there was one guy who knew long before I did, but YouTube didn't make him available for me to be recommended until I searched for him. And then there were some others, including some bot videos, which were most likely Russian based. So Russia knows all about this. But the day is come and gone. And again, people are eating, drinking, and being merry as they die with coronavirus. As we're about to enter into a civil war, as it's already been declared against us. I don't understand why the FBI can't just go and round them all up. They are a known terrorist organization, and yet they allow them to make the first move. If they're domestic terrorists, lock them up, indefinitely detain them. They've already struck at the Capitol. We all know it's them, yet they won't act. And so yes, we also know that there are insiders in the government, in the police, and all that. And so the other picture that I'll show next to it, you can see the difference of how when you darken the light of daylight, then you can see the full sign. But during that day, this was 2:54 and 47 seconds when it was in the southern sky that day. And there's no way anybody would have known. It just came and went, and nobody knew about it. Do Mormon women of the church even know what the significance of that day was for Mormonism? There was a special meeting held on that day that had never happened ever before. This was the first time it had ever been done. Yeah, the women's session was joined to General Conference. And the Relief Society president was brand new. This was her first conference, as she was put in April conference. And she was the primary president previously. Now she got bumped up to the women's president. So the children's president, woman's president. Woman giving birth to a child. See how all this plays out? Now don't go thinking that the church is true, because there's been some blood moons with apostles dying like flies. We're not going to that extreme. And so, yes, the scriptures contain lots of information that the church won't let you know about. You have to search for it. The signs in the heavens, you can identify them by using astronomy. But the church don't want you to know about them. They want it to actually happen as a thief in the night. So yes, even my videos contain little gems, not just the marvelous humor that I share with you.